So, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
I'm sure you know why we're here this afternoon.
No, actually, no.
Well, that's quite interesting, sir. Just to let you know, just brace yourself for this because
Okay.
it's not very nice news. Your colleague Edward Hawkins, you aware of Ed Hawkins?
Yes.
Ed Hawkins has unfortunately passed away over the last few days, and the reason I'm here is because we strongly suspect that it is indeed murder.
Murder.
Absolutely,
That
sir.
is serious.
I know. So I'm sorry about it, sir, but I've just got to interview just a few teachers just to eliminate you from our inquiries.
Okay, yeah,
All right.
happy to help, yeah.
Absolutely. So if you could just in my book here, just write for me your name and you got a pen, sir? No problem.
Yes, this is fine.
Write me your name. That's fine. Write me your name and your position within the school. Any other information about yourself would be very useful. And
Okay.
just talk aloud while you're writing, just for the
Right,
camera.
so I've got Mr. Jonathan Ang right
Mhm.
here, and I'm the head of prep school music. That's right.
Head of prep school music,
That's
sir.
correct. A very niche subject.
That
actually.
is a very niche subject. Just remind me, prep school.
Mhm.
That's preparing for what, sir?
I'm just preparing for life.
Oh, excellent. I
Preparing
like
for
that.
adult life, and
I
then
like that,
we
sir.
gear them up. We set them up so that they're ready for all sorts of aspects in their lives. Music. So
Music.
it's very important.
Superb. So head of prep school music. That's excellent. So you so what kind of instruments did you get up to in prep school music, sir?
Loads. We've got ukuleles. If you fancy some string instruments, we play a bit of percussion as well.
Lovely.
Hit things around.
Lovely. So hitting things, strumming things.
Yeah,
Bit of
definitely,
music, bit of
yeah.
singing, sir.
Oh, always. Singing's so accessible. Everybody can do it.
Absolutely.
You can do it.
I know a bit of singing myself,
Oh,
sir.
I heard,
That's
you
why
know,
I'm asking.
yes,
So
yes,
that's
yes,
fantastic. So
yes.
let me just have a look at that.
Sure, no worries.
Let
Here
me
you
just have a
go.
look at that. That's brilliant. So who we got? Mr. Jonathan Ang, head of prep school music.
That's correct. Yes.
Excellent, sir. All right, let's get back to the jobbing end.
No worries.
So just explain to me, Ed Hawkins. What position did he hold in the school?
Well, interestingly, he was the year 7 and 8 coordinator, but we've got a shared past. We used to really
interesting.
love triathlons. I don't think I've told you that. Oh well, too bad he's gone now.
That is too bad, actually. That's right, because I've spoken to quite a lot of people about Ed Hawkins, and
That's right,
as well as being this 7 and 8 coordinator, so a bit of a bigwig in school.
Yeah.
He was a bit of a bigwig at school
Yeah.
with his sport. He loved his triathlon, his
Absolutely.
running, biking,
And
like
he always-
swimming, all
he
that
was
kind of
always
stuff.
showing off about it, and in a good
Seriously?
way. Oh, don't get me wrong, in a good way. He
Okay,
was
so
always
that's
showing off about it.
interesting.
But the both of us actually, we used to come a long way back. We used to do triathlons together.
So you was a triathlete
I
yourself,
would
sir?
say not anymore. I used to be in my former heyday. I've sort of taken a step back and I'm enjoying a bit of, should we say, the music life.
Oh, absolutely, sir. So that's very interesting. You used to be a triathlete yourself. Now don't get me wrong.
Mhm.
I mean, Ed Hawkins, he was a triathlete, but he called himself. He was a bit more than that, I think. He called himself. What was it? I've got it written out. Oh, Iron Man.
Oh.
Iron Man. He called himself.
Yeah.
So were you an Iron Man or just
it was very
just a
contentious.
copper man? Do you know what I mean? What kind of man were you?
You can't really give the title of Iron Man to one person.
That's true,
So
actually,
we,
fair
to be fair, to be honest, we used to share the title Iron Man. So we used to call ourselves Iron Men, and we used to have these very exquisite Garmin watches that we had made for us. Garmin made.
Garmin. So what's the
It's one of those. Yeah, it's a special watch. I've got a sort of slightly inferior version now. I used to have a
Okay, fair
custom made one, and it's a watch that sort of tracks how far you run, how fast you run, how fast you swim.
Wow.
Statistics.
Modern technology, sir.
Exactly. And they provide you all the statistics that matter when you're training, when you're running. All these things. And I'll tell you what. Interestingly, when we became Iron Men, 6 months later I lost mine.
You lost your Garmin, sir. So hang
Yeah.
on, let me get this right. I'm putting together a picture here. So you and Ed Hawkins you're not just like colleagues from
Oh,
Mormon
we used to
College,
be
mate.
good
You
friends.
go way back. How many years would you say, sir?
I'd
you've
say
known him
about
for?
6-7 years.
About 6-7 years. So before here, and you used to work the circuit doing Ironman triathlons.
That's correct.
What is this in the UK or in Southeast Asia?
Now all over the world.
Seriously?
Indonesia, Africa. I think we've done one there before. I wouldn't go as far as to say yes. We did North Korea once.
North Korea, sir.
Yeah. There is an open triathlon. It's the only
North
event
Korea,
in
sir.
the entire year that's open to foreigners.
Wow, now that is really quite impressive.
Mhm.
So you must have been at a pretty high level, because if my sources are right, Mr. Hawkins used to run for Great Britain, actually for his nation.
Yeah.
So what about you, sir? Were you at that kind of same level, or you were just coming out, or what? Where were you on that?
I think I think I was getting there. I think
You
that
were
would
getting
be,
there, sir.
That would be a humble sort of way to.
Wow, this is really interesting, sir. Actually,
Yeah.
to be in the presence of such a great athlete.
Oh, well, I'm
So
compared to-
now don't get me wrong. You know, you're clearly very passionate about the job that you do now in school.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Head of prep school music.
That's correct.
right.
Yes. Music,
Okay.
yeah,
So,
music, mhm.
and you used to use all this technology and
Yes.
stuff to do all that.
Oh, absolutely.
So do you still do triathlons? Do you still do that kind of stuff?
No, unfortunately not, because there was a period of time where there was a lot of controversy going up with the times that I was clocking in, and sort of
Oh yeah. Oh,
times
yeah.
that I was putting up, and it forced me to retire.
Force you to retire, sir.
Yeah,
So a bit of dodginess going on in the
scandal.
triathlon.
Yes, we don't really talk about it.
Well, there's quite a lot of that in athletics in modern day. So what? I mean,
Yeah.
so give me your take. What do you
Well,
think?
I'll tell you
happened?
what. So
Let me know.
essentially, the Garmin's that were custom made.
Yeah,
when we
these
became Iron Men.
Technology
exactly,
watches
yes.
things. Yeah, go on.
Someone actually took my unit and started sort of posting times on the international website, but times that were not mine. They were really slow.
Seriously, so you
Yes.
think someone was sabotaging
My record.
your record? So your triathlete record, right?
That's
So you
correct,
reckon?
yes.
Don't let me put words into your mouth.
No.
You're saying you reckon someone sabotaged
Mhm.
your fancy technology Garmin watch,
That's
right?
correct. Yeah.
So that the times that were posted
Mhm.
as your times were actually a lot slower than your real times.
That's correct.
So actually, when you were turning up at competitions and you thought you were doing really well,
Mm.
because actually the times posted were doing a lot worse than that, so it looked like you were a lot worse than you were.
Yes. Yes.
That's really, really
And-
serious.
and it
Was
was-
anything
yeah.
proved here? Was any proof of this, or
No, it was never proven, and up to today, I still wish I knew who the culprit was.
okay? Now this is very interesting. Now this was a long time ago, and you actually gave the whole thing up. You packed it in
Yes, I packed it in.
because of this, because you were fed up with all this sabotage.
Yes, and the
dodgy
dishonesty
nonsense
and
going on.
cheating and all that. So
That's
yeah.
terrible. Did you at the time have any suspects? Did you think there
Oh,
was any problems going on?
oh yes. I had my own suspicions, but as I say, it was never proven.
Well, absolutely. I'm getting a
Only
picture
to
here.
speculate, so,
I'm getting a picture here. You're like head of prep school. You clearly like your job very well.
I do.
But
Yeah.
there's this hankering for a golden age of when
Oh.
you and Hawkins, you were Iron Men together, right?
Yeah.
He's still
good old
swanning
days.
about, going to
Yeah.
Langkawi, going to all over the world, wherever he goes, doing his Iron Man triathlon.
Mhm.
Every now and again, he comes back and teaches a few lessons. Oh, I'm off to Langkawi again to do a triathlon.
Yeah.
Swanning about, talking
Yeah,
about it in assembly and all that kind of
that
stuff. You said
wasn't
to yourself, you
talking.
boast quite a lot, right?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you're stuck in prep school doing music,
Yeah.
looking back to those golden days.
Yeah.
I'm going to put a scenario to you. I reckon you know he did it. You strongly suspect that Hawkins did your watch. He was the one tampering with your times. You've never got over that, have you, sir? You've never got over that.
I'm
Look
not
me in the eye and
saying-
tell
no.
me you've got over that.
I am categorically denying that. I
Absolutely. Well, I reckon there's a picture here.
Right.
I reckon you, absolutely, you can't get over that. Hawkins, he's at my school doing the triathlons. There's me stuck in music playing maracas with year threes. Seriously? Honestly?
I respect
I
that
reckon you
man,
did him
okay?
over, sir.
That's all I can say. I have respect for that man. And
Right, I'm going to ask you a question right now.
Yeah.
Where were you, 7 a.m. on June the 1st?
I was on my way to work.
You were on your way to work,
That's
sir.
correct,
What were
yes.
you doing? Walking, biking?
I was
In a car?
I was actually in a car. I was
In a
actually-
car, sir. Were you in a car with anybody?
No.
Oh, so you're on your own.
That's correct.
Anyone see you?
Not that I can recall. No.
Okay, so not that you recall. So you were in your car on the way to school, and nobody can corroborate your alibi.
That's
sir.
correct. Yes.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, can I ask you where you live, sir?
In East Ledan.
East Ladang. It's the East Ladang. That's kind of over there a bit, up near Mydin, right? Is
Yes,
that right?
that's correct,
Right, right.
yes,
Yeah, hang on a minute. East Ladang. Oh, all right. That's interesting. Mr. Hawkins also lives in East Ladang.
That's correct. Yes. We were too far off actually.
No, I'm not too far off. Do
Yes.
you know how we suspect he was murdered? Any idea?
No, actually, no. You've not told me.
Fair enough. All right. Well, I'll go as far as to tell you. We reckon someone slipped something into his water while he'd gone out on his bike for a ride in the morning. Now you're telling me you live quite close to him,
Yes.
and
that's
you've got
correct,
this grudge. Clearly, you've got this harbouring grudge. You could have easily nipped round to his house in the morning, 10 to 7 in the morning, slipped something in his water, On you go.
I just got up, got dressed, went straight to work at 7. Like I always do
Okay,
every
seriously, no alibi though, right? No, you've got an alibi, no witnesses, right? Okay, you work in the music department. Any access to any dodgy chemicals in school at all?
day. Oh no, I wouldn't say so. No.
No, but if you knew anybody in the science department that could get hold of that for you, then maybe you could, couldn't you, sir?
Perhaps.
Know anybody in the science department, sir?
Yes.
I reckon I've got him here.
Yes.
Come
yes,
on.
I do. Yeah.
Come on. Anybody quite well in the science department who might
Yes, I
have
think
been
Miss-
your accomplice
No,
in
no.
this?
I mean, Miss Murray is a
Oh, Miss Murray. Miss
Somebody
Murray,
works-
she's what? She's a science teacher?
yeah, she's a science teacher.
Okay, excellent. So you have an
Very good.
acquaintance with this Miss Murray in
Yes.
the science department.
Yes, yeah.
She could have easily got you something dodgy, bit of cyanide or something to stick in that water. You live close. All right,
That's
mate.
Pure speculation.
Opportunity in your car in East Ladang in the morning. Motive, serious grudge over the Iron Man Garmin thing. You're bang to rights, sir. Motive, opportunity, we're done.